I would like to introduce Alex Gonzalez. Alex is the owner, operator of Gonzalez Lawn Impressions, which is an all-in-one landscaping company that is detailed and quality-driven. Serving the greater Grand Rapids area, they focus on enhancing outdoor spaces to utilize the space you have to the fullest extent and creating spaces for memories to foster. They bring the sleek mid-century look back to landscaping from the past and combine it with current trends to bring a great first impression to every property. Please help me welcome Alex Gonzalez.
Morning, guys. I have some samples of products that we use. It's kind of heavy. So you guys can kind of understand better like what we use and how many different choices you have to really to customize your outdoor experience. As you guys are aware, the owner operator of Gonzalez Lawn Impressions. We serve the greater Grand Rapids area. Usually it's Grand Rapids, East Grand Rapids, Belmont, Ada, Cascade, Forest Hills area are our main points. We'll just dive in a little bit about what drives me to succeed, essentially. And it's my girlfriend. We are slowly approaching the marriage stage. We're dating for 6 years now. So we're baby stepping there. Obviously, my kids are my pets. We got Zipper, Roxy, and Bodega. Bodega is the dog. He was a rescue. The other two are rescues as well, but for like a more controlled community society type deal. Our services, as you guys are aware, are lawn maintenance, seasonal cleanups, soft and hardscaping, snow plowing. There's obviously other nuances underneath all of those categories that we touch base with. These are just kind of the general gist of things. Lawn maintenance is just kind of what you're aware of, like the mowing aspect of things, but there's also weed and fertilizer, there's aeration overseeding, there's dethatching, there's a lot of different things that you can do to enhance your turf. Obviously, grass is grass. There's no pressure at all to have it be perfect, but if there is a person that wants it to be perfect, then we are the solution for that. Softscaping is the opposite of hardscaping, which is just doing landscape projects without pavers, without bricks, without stepping stones. So it's usually just plant material, mulch, and stone, which is usually what we deal with. As you can see here, we usually like to take a clean slate or like an overgrown slate, rip it down to the dirt, have clients choose what kind of plants, what kind of ground cover they want, and install that to the best of our capabilities. Hardscaping, as you can see here, is like I said, when we work with just bricks, pavers, stepping stones. Here we had a person that had like a retaining boulder wall. They kind of wanted to enhance that space, clean up a little bit. So we went in there, did a little bit of a demo, removed the bricks, or removed the boulders. We used some Belgard bricks and got them a nice clean new presentation for their backyard next to their pool area, as you can see. Seasonal cleanups are what you would think, clean up leaves, sticks, acorns in the spring and fall. This service is a very advantageous service, probably one of the more important ones for just overall property health. It just helps keep things clean, helps keep your turf able to breathe and not suffocate. A lot of people tend to not properly take care of the leaves or sticks during that time, which will really take a toll on your turf. But basically what you're doing is you're going to smother it and it kind of close off little areas for the grass to grow through and be as lush and as thick as you like it to be. Snow plowing, which is kind of moving the snow and putting it where no one's going to go. We also do ice management as well, which is a very important service. As many people know, during the winter we have slippery surfaces, and we do our best to have a zero tolerance, which is just not having a slip surface, essentially. There's a little video to show you guys kind of what it's like when we're plowing, at 3 a.m. I personally think it's super, super sweet, super fun, just to be out there in the wilderness and the snow, and it's just like a time that not everybody can see because you guys are sleeping, and we kind of clean all that stuff up when you guys are sleeping. So I think it's just a very beautiful part of nature that no one can see. It's just like a clean blanket of snow, really, And this is at Dr. Nick's home, the private drive. It's not the driveway. Little details about snow plowing that are very important. The biggest one is obviously being timing. We really try and get our services done between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. For one, to ensure that we are off the roads when there's not traffic. Helps keep our service time down also because there's not traffic. Helps keep us out of accidents because there's not traffic. Essentially, what we're trying to do is just avoid traffic and have a clean, safe service. I think I touched this base already. Location services, like I said, Belmont, Grand Rapids, Ada, kind of the northeast side centric. Areas that we're looking to grow is commercially, and that is like, warehouses, medical facilities, restaurants, HOAs, apartments, anything that has, that's not your home, essentially. And I kind of want to touch base, this presentation kind of focus on the process of landscape installs. There's 7 steps to it, so there's kind of a little bit of a process to having a good install. Why choose us though, There's so many landscape companies out there. It's a pretty simple service. There's not much nuance to it, but when you want to take it to the next level, that's when you can really get into a new kind of realm of quality, and that's where we kind of step into is the quality aspect of things and like how well your property is going to be taken care of, because essentially what you're hiring is someone to be on your personal property, to be in your personal spaces, and hopefully respect those spaces, and that's what we really work towards is respecting your home, being sure that your landscape, your lawn is taken care of to the best of its needs, and you're not going to have to worry or, second guess whether or not your service is doing what it's supposed to do. These are just some pictures of work that we do just to kind of help you guys understand how we can enhance the outdoor appeal and how your home and your family's homes will look. This house is on Reed's Lake. One of my nicer houses, of course, but we have room for everybody. We even do trailer parks. So this is a nice home. This one's a nice one because we've done the full landscape renovation here, as well as the lawn maintenance, aeration, overseeding. So this is the one that we do like the whole works for essentially. So this is a good representation of how your property can look when you fully are hands-free. This is the same property. This is just after the mulch job. As you can see, it's nice, clean. This feels revived. This is a client's house as well. Just another mulch job. As you can see, mulch is a simple way to kind of clean up your area, give your plants nutrients, and just give you a better outdoor appeal. So again, we're gonna go into kind of like the landscape install and all the process of it, and it kind of starts with problems or solutions, or if you want to enhance your outdoor appeal. So it kind of starts with a person that is looking to have a better outdoor experience, or has like water solution or water issues, where there's drainage issues kind of going against the house, just kind of outdoor issues in general. And so we kind of go and look for people that are having those issues, and then we set up a consultation with them. And consultation is when we kind of have a time to meet. We talk about what you guys want out of your landscape, issues that are bothering you, and anything that you kind of have questions about. Usually we kind of like to get a grasp about like your plant types, if you want mulch or stone, how far you want to go with the project, how low do you want to go. So this is kind of getting details honed in for us to then go to step number 3, which is to get your design together, put your plants in your rock or mulch, put it all into a cool new picture, and give you guys kind of like a rough view of what it's going to look like essentially. And then we'll also have a proposal for you as well to understand like the price points. There's also different options you can do, so you can get a good picture and make a good confident decision. Step number 4 is when we send you the proposal, that gives you guys time to look at the proposal, get other estimates as well from other contractors, so you can kind of get a good scope of everything and be sure you're making a good, comfortable decision. And then step 5 would be when we get an acceptance from you guys or your friends. They accept the proposal, and then we collect payment, which would be just a 33% down to kind of get the seriousness from you guys, and to also get like the materials and to get you guys on schedule. Step 6 is probably obviously my favorite part, and this when we do the demo and install, and that's when we go in, we enact that proposal, we rip everything out, replace what we want to do, and leave you guys with a new lawn or landscape. And the seventh part is when you guys meet with me. We'll do a walkthrough with the project, touch base on everything that we've done, and that's when you guys can ask any questions, bring up any concerns. Hopefully you don't have any changes, but if there's any changes you want to make, then we're more than happy to do that for you. So these next ones, we're gonna go through quick. I don't know why. I don't know what this is, what that is, but yeah, it's me, but I don't know how I added that or what's going on, but yeah. So here, as you can see, this person is I'm not sure, Whitefish Lake, and so it's a lake house. They're not there very often. As you can see, when you're not there very often, landscape will take over. And the solution for this would be just ripping out and replacing with a low maintenance landscape. It usually has to do with like a lot of coniferous, a lot of deciduous, stone. That's pretty much the good go-to for a low maintenance, minimal maintenance type landscape. As you can see here, this is proposal. I use a different software now. This is before I used UVision. So this is what it looked like before. As you can see, we have a double fire vibranium right there on the right side next to Japanese maple. And we have a juniper, a couple hydrangeas. This is chocolate chip rock. I don't know if you guys looked at it. And then we got a couple flagstone walkways, or just one flagstone walkway, sorry. And then a couple of outcroppings to help give you like a border. And this is the demo. As you can see, we're here ripping everything out, getting into the dirt. This part is probably the most important part of the install because this will really decide how like your install is going to sit, how many weeds are going to come back, and just like it kind of sets the presentation for what your landscape will look like. And this is the part where a lot of contractors will kind of cut corners, and this is how you get a bad landscape, is cutting corners. As you can see here, we made a slight adjustment with the stone. They wanted to kind of give us a different look on the other side of the house. And so we went with like a sunshine stone. Not my favorite contrast because the orange and red isn't the best, but that's what they wanted, so that's what we did. As you can see here, we got on the left side, we got some nice arborvitae balls and some nice hydrangeas. This is the nice juniper right here as well. You can't really see, but there's a double fire and the Japanese maple. And again, we got a nice clean new landscape that has low maintenance. All these bushes and trees just need to do once or twice annual pruning. And that's really it with them. Same dealio here. This one was kind of like a freelance one. They didn't want to do a design. They just wanted to kind of let me do what I think would be efficient and, cost effective. They had a deck here. They needed to eliminate it, put new landscape in, make it more accessible, easy to mow. So essentially we just ripped everything out, put grass in. You can't really see too on this picture, but there is a brick border all around right there and give a more clean, more presentable backyard space. I think that's it.